I'm going to show you how to identify a special Lincoln penny that could make you rich. And yes, we're talking about real market value in today's coin collecting world, no gimmicks. The specific penny I'm talking about is so unique that only a small number exists, and you could be holding one without even realizing it. Are you ready to find out if you have a fortune in your pocket? Let's dive in. By the way, don't feel bad if you've been ignoring pennies all your life. Most of us do, but trust me, after watching this video, you'll never look at loose change the same way again. So, what makes these pennies so valuable? Let's rewind to 1991. The United States Mint struck millions of Lincoln pennies that year, but among them, a tiny fraction were different. These special pennies have something called a marking error or unique feature that makes them incredibly rare and highly sought after. For example, some coins may have been struck twice, creating a double die effect. Others may feature rare misprints like missing mint marks or odd lettering mistakes that turn an everyday penny into a collector's dream. Collectors are willing to pay a premium because these errors are unique, a piece of history in your hands. Think about it. What if you've been spending or tossing aside a penny worth 50,000, 100,000, or even 1 million? The fear of missing out is real, isn't it? And it's not just about the money. Owning a rare coin is like holding a golden ticket into history. So, how can you tell if your 1991 Lincoln penny is one of these rare treasures? Let's break it down step by step. Check for the double die error. Look closely at the lettering, especially the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If the letters look slightly doubled, congratulations, you might be holding something valuable. Pennies minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco have specific markings. Missing or initial mint marks can mean big bucks. Look for strange scratches, cuts, or other oddities in the coin's surface. These flaws actually increase its value. By the way, if you're thinking, why would anyone care about a flawed coin? Remember this, in the world of collectors, imperfections can be perfection. Weird, right? Now, here's where things get exciting. I'll reveal the exact process collectors use to verify these coins and how you can do the same even if you're a complete beginner. But before that, let's talk about how much these pennies are actually worth. The value of the rare Lincoln penny, sedum, 00900. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for. How much could your 1991 Lincoln penny be worth? It depends on its condition and the rarity of its error. 50 to 500 not bad for a penny, right? 10,000 to 50,000, extremely rare and well-preserved examples. These are the coins that hit the 1 million mark. That's not an exaggeration. In fact, a rare 1943 copper penny sold for 1.7 million just a few years ago. The market is hot, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for unique finds. But here's the thing, time is of the essence. The value of these coins can fluctuate, and the longer you wait, the greater the risk of missing out on the best offers. So, how do you sell your penny if you found a rare one? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Take your coin to a professional numismatist or reputable dealer for an evaluation. This ensures you know its true value. Use trusted auction houses. Platforms like Heritage Auctions specialize in rare coins and connect you with serious buyers. Be wary of online buyers offering suspiciously low prices. Final emotional trigger. Think about this. What if that little penny sitting in your hand right now is your ticket to financial freedom? Don't let it slip through your fingers. Check your change today, because this opportunity won't wait forever. What if I told you the penny sitting in your drawer could be worth more than your car? Imagine finding a simple coin that could pay off your mortgage, or even fund your dream vacation. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify a rare 1994 Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. And if you're rolling your eyes thinking this is just clickbait, stick around. You don't want to be the person who tosses a fortune into the coin jar. Let's dive in. Pennies. We've all had them jingling around in our pockets, lost between couch cushions, or gathering dust in forgotten jars. But what if I told you some of these little coins could change your life? Specifically, the elusive 1994 Lincoln penny. But why is this coin so special? When was the last time you actually inspected your pocket change? Because you might have missed a hidden treasure sitting right under your nose. the 1984 Lincoln penny is part of a fascinating story. Some of these coins were struck with an error so rare, collectors will pay a fortune to own them. We're talking about the doubled ear variety. Sounds strange? Let me explain. Intensifies slightly, the doubled ear penny has a distinctive flaw. If you look closely at Lincoln's ear on the obverse side, you'll notice a doubling effect, almost like an echo. It's subtle, but unmistakable to a trained eye. This flaw was a minting error, and only a small number of these pennies were ever released into circulation. Not every 1984 penny has this error. So how can you tell if your penny is the jackpot? Background audio, brief pause for suspense, don't worry. I'll show you exactly what to look for in just a moment. But before we do, let's talk numbers. Because this isn't just a fun hobby, it's a serious payday. In pristine condition, these coins have fetched up to $1 million at auctions. Yes, $1 million for a penny. Even coins in less than perfect shape can sell for tens of thousands. So, are you starting to see the potential here? And before you start eyeing every penny like it's made of solid gold, remember, not all of them will make you a millionaire. But wouldn't it be a shame to miss one if you had it? Alright, let's get to the good stuff. How do you know if your 1984 penny is the one collectors are dying to get their hands on? Here's what you need to do, use a magnifying glass. Look closely for the doubling effect near his ear. It's a small detail, but that's where the magic happens. Coins in better condition fetch higher prices. But even a worn coin could still hold significant value. If you think you found a doubled ear penny, take it to a coin expert for authentication. This step could mean the difference between a few dollars and a life-changing payday. And here's the final secret: there's another Lincoln penny error out there, just as valuable, that hardly anyone knows about. Want to find out? Make sure you subscribe and watch my next video, where I reveal all the details. So, before you toss your pennies aside, take a closer look. That small effort could lead to a huge reward. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Who knows? The next millionaire penny collector could be you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might have hidden treasure in their pocket, and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more coin hunting secrets. Now go check your pennies, and good luck. Would you believe me if I told you this small, ordinary-looking penny, this 1-cent coin, could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right, a single coin hiding in your pocket, tucked away in a jar, or lying forgotten in your attic could change your life forever. But there's a catch. Not all pennies are created equal. Dramatic pause. Imagine finding out too late that you had one of these rare coins, but you gave it away without realizing its value. Scary, right? Well, don't worry, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to spot a $1 million penny and avoid leaving life-changing money on the table. Stick with me, and let's unlock this treasure together. Scene transitions to a table with various old coins being displayed. Rare coins have a way of quietly slipping through time, passing from hand to hand without anyone realizing their hidden worth. But some coins, like the elusive 1996 Lincoln penny, are game changers. So, what makes this coin so special? To understand, let's talk briefly about how pennies are minted. Every coin has small details that make it unique: dates, mint marks, and even subtle errors. Sometimes, due to a flaw in the minting process, a small number of coins are accidentally produced with imperfections that make them extraordinarily valuable to collectors. But here's the kicker: most people overlook these errors entirely, unknowingly giving away a fortune for just 1 cent. Shocking, isn't it? Pattern interrupt with humor. Imagine if your grandpa, who's been saving pennies in an old coffee can for years, has been sitting on $1 million treasure chest this entire time. Guess he wasn't crazy after all, huh? Zoom in on an image of the 1996 Lincoln penny, highlighting its mint mark. Let's zoom in on the 1996 Lincoln penny. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. What sets this penny apart is a rare die error, a flaw that only the trained eye can spot. These errors can be microscopic, but they drive collectors wild. Now, here's where the stakes get real. Only a handful of these error coins have been confirmed to exist, making them some of the rarest pennies on the planet. And when demand meets scarcity, that's when prices skyrocket. But here's the scary part: these pennies often look so ordinary that they're easily overlooked. Pause for effect. Are you starting to feel a bit uneasy? You should be, because the next time you check your loose change, you might just be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. Scene transitions to a dramatic shot of someone flipping through a coin collection. Alright, so now you're wondering, how do I know if my 1996 penny is worth millions? Don't worry, I'll tell you exactly what to look for. But first, let's talk about what this coin's true value means for you. Scene switches to a checklist graphic showing steps to identify rare coins. Look for the mint mark under the date. This is critical. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the letters or numbers, especially 1996. If you think you found one, don't guess. Take it to a coin expert or certified appraiser to confirm its value. The value of these coins is only going up. The demand for rare pennies has exploded in recent years, with collectors paying record-breaking prices at auctions. Pattern interrupt with humor. Imagine selling your penny for $1 million, only to turn around and realize you still have no idea how to spend all that money. Fancy cars? A new house? Or maybe just finally paying off your student loans? It's your call. Scene fades to a close-up of a shiny 1996 Mark Lincoln penny on a pedestal. But here's the thing. The 1996 isn't the only rare penny that could make you rich. There are others hiding in plain sight that are worth even more. Want to know what they are? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because in my next video, I'll reveal the top bit rarest pennies you need to look out for. You're digging through an old jar of pennies, and you come across one that could change your life forever. A 1979 Lincoln penny, worth not just a few bucks, but up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. What if this small copper coin is your ticket to living the life you've always dreamed of? Wealth, freedom, luxury all hidden in a penny you might already have in your pocket. But here's the thing, most people have no idea they're sitting on a gold mine. Could you be one of them? Stick around, because in this video, I'll show you exactly how to identify this rare and valuable penny, why it's worth so much, and how to sell it for top dollar. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. And no, before you ask, you can't just paint a 1979 on any old penny and expect it to work. Let's leave the arts and crafts for another day, okay? First, let's talk about what makes the 1979 Lincoln penny so special. Back in 1979, the Denver Mint produced millions of these coins. Most of them were just ordinary pennies, worth exactly 1 cent. But a few of these coins, they're not ordinary. They're extraordinary. Some of them were struck with minting errors, small, almost imperceptible mistakes that happened during production. It could be a double die, a misaligned strike, or even the wrong metal composition. And it's these errors that collectors go absolutely crazy for. We're talking bidding wars, record-breaking sales, and million-dollar paydays. So, how do you know if your 1979 penny is one of these rare treasures? Here's what to look for. But before I tell you that, let me ask you this: when was the last time you actually looked at the coins in your pocket? Go ahead, check them now. You'll thank me later. Alright, let's dive in. Dwelling on the date or lettering, take a magnifying glass, and look closely at the date 1979 for the word liberty on the coin. If you see a faint, doubled image, congratulations. You've just hit the jackpot. Look for the tiny letter D below the year. That indicates it was minted in Denver. Without it, you've got the wrong coin. Metal composition. This one's trickier, but some rare pennies were accidentally struck on copper nickel blanks instead of zinc. If your penny feels heavier or sounds different when dropped, it could be the rare kind. If you find yourself squinting so hard your face gets stuck that way, don't blame me. A magnifying glass is your best friend here. Now, if you're thinking, okay, I've found one of these. What do I do next? Hold that thought. Because knowing the value of your penny is only half the battle. Selling it the right way is what will truly unlock its million-dollar potential. Send your coin to a professional grading service like Pennies. They'll authenticate it and give it an official grade, which is crucial for determining its value. Find the right marketplace. don't just sell it at a garage sale or to the first collector who makes an offer. Rare coins like this deserve to be auctioned at high-end platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay's Rare Coins section. Set the stage for success. Presentation matters. High-quality photos, clear descriptions, and proof of grading will make serious collectors flock to your listing. Remember, patience is key. Selling a rare coin isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. But the reward? Life-changing. Now, here's the big question. Could there be other rare coins hiding in your collection right now? The truth is, the 1979 penny isn't the only $1 million coin out there. There are dozens of others you might be overlooking. In my next video, I'll reveal even more rare coins that could make you a fortune. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, so you don't miss it, because who knows? The next time you reach into your pocket, you might just pull out a fortune. Imagine this, you've been sitting on a small fortune all these years, and you didn't even know it. Could a single penny from 1976 make you a millionaire? Yes, a simple coin sitting in your piggy bank could be worth up to a staggering $8 million. Crazy, right? But wait, don't go digging through your change jar just yet. Not every 1976 penny is worth a fortune. In this video, I'll show you exactly what to look for, what makes some of these coins so valuable, and how you can cash in on your hidden treasure. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the end, because the most valuable penny of all time might just be sitting in your collection right now. Ready? Let's dive in. Now, let's get into it first. Why on earth would anyone pay $8 million for a penny? The answer lies in rarity, minting errors, and history. In 1976, the United States Mint was dealing with a massive coin shortage. To solve the issue, they stopped putting mint marks on pennies that year. This decision makes certain 1976 coins particularly special, but there's more to the story. Not all 1976 pennies are created equal. Some were struck with unusual errors, like double days, off-center strikes, or even rare materials. These errors turn a common penny into a collector's dream. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your penny is one of these rare gems? Let me walk you through it step by step. Alright, here's your checklist. Grab that magnifying glass. Start by examining the edges of your penny. Does it look perfectly round, or does it have an odd cut or shape? Next, check the date. Is the 1976 doubled or misaligned? That tiny flow could make your coin worth thousands of dollars. Flip it over, and look at the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Do the pillars look blurry or misprinted? That's another sign you've hit the jackpot. And if you're thinking, wait, this all sounds like I need superhero vision, don't worry. Many of these features can be spotted with a basic magnifying glass or even a high-resolution photo. Here's the part that'll blow your mind. In 2010, a rare 1976 penny with a minting error sold for, are you ready for this, $2 million at auction. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Pay off your mortgage, retire early, or maybe even take the dream vacation you've been putting off for years. But here's the catch. Only a tiny percentage of these pennies are worth big bucks. So, how can you be sure you're not overlooking a fortune? Here's what you need to do next. First, don't clean your coins. Cleaning them can destroy their value. Second, consider having your coin appraised by a professional grading service like Pennies. These experts will certify your penny and give it a grade, which could be the difference between a few $100s and $1 million. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming. Maybe you're thinking, what if I don't have the right kind of penny? What if I miss my chance? But remember, the key is to take action. Start small, check your coins, research their history, and get them appraised. You never know which one could be your golden ticket. So, could you be holding $1 million penny? The only way to find out is to start looking. And here's the exciting part. Even if you don't find a 1976 treasure, other rare pennies from different years could still be worth thousands. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll be covering other rare coins that could be worth a fortune, so you don't miss out on your chance to strike it rich. The clock is ticking. Who knows how many of these valuable pennies are still out there? Could the next one be yours? Let's find out together. See you in the next video. You walk into a store, pull out your spare change, and unknowingly hand over a coin worth $1 million. What if I told you this could actually happen to you? There's a rare coin out there, a Lincoln penny from 1991, that collectors are willing to pay up to $1 million for. Yes, you heard that right. $1 million. Let me guess, you're suddenly eyeing that jar of loose change on your kitchen counter, aren't you? Hold on, don't rush off just yet. Because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, and how to tell if your 1991 Lincoln penny could change your life forever. A nostalgic image of an old coin collection, followed by a zoom in on a single penny. Soft background music plays to set the mood. You might be wondering, why is the 1991 Lincoln penny so valuable? Let me take you back in time. In 1991, a batch of pennies was struck with a rare and mysterious error. Now, error coins are like the unicorns of the coin world, unexpected, beautiful, and ridiculously valuable. This particular error, a rare minting mistake that collectors obsess over. But here's the catch: not every 1991 penny is worth a fortune. So, how do you know if your penny is the golden ticket? First, grab any 1991 pennies you have and examine them closely. What you're looking for is a rare double die error. You'll see double letters or numbers, especially around the word Liberty or the date. It's like a shadow effect, but don't confuse it with regular wear and tear. Got one of those? Congratulations, you're halfway to that millionaire lifestyle. And hey, if you need glasses to see it, don't worry, it's not just age catching up with you. These details are tiny, even for eagle-eyed collectors. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Depending on the condition of your penny, its value could range anywhere from a few $1,000s to over $1 million. Coins graded in mint state condition, meaning they're practically untouched, are the holy grail. In 2022, a 1991 Lincoln penny with this error sold for $2 million at auction. Imagine that in your bank account. That's enough to pay off your mortgage, buy a yacht, or, I don't know, fund a lifetime supply of tacos. Your call. But here's the thing. The market for rare coins is competitive and ever-changing. As more of these 1991 pennies are discovered, their value could decrease. If you think you have one, act now. Get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like Pennies. These are the gold standards in the coin collecting world. And speaking of authentication, do you know the one mistake that could destroy your penny's value forever? I'll tell you in just a moment. Here's the biggest mistake you must avoid: cleaning your coin. I know, it's tempting to make it shiny, but doing so can strip away its original surface, slashing its value by thousands, or even millions. Leave it exactly as it is. So, what's next? Start by checking your coins, get them graded, and if you've got the real deal, consider selling it at a major auction house. Don't sit on this opportunity. That spare change in your pocket could be your ticket to financial freedom. Now, before you dash off to raid your piggy bank, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on turning forgotten treasures into fortunes. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Who knows? Your next penny could be worth even more than this one. You're holding a penny. It's small, unassuming, something you might toss into a jar or leave behind on a counter. But what if I told you that little coin could be worth $1 million? Yes, you heard me right, $1 million. Now, here's the twist: it might be sitting in your pocket right now, without you even knowing it, and guess what? One of the rarest, most sought-after pennies is the 1994 Lincoln penny. People are selling these coins for life-changing amounts. Could you be one of them? Stick around, and I'll show you exactly what to look for, and how to cash in on it. But first, quick question: when's the last time you checked your spare change? If you're like most people, Probably never. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never see pocket change the same way again. Let's start with a little history. The 1994 no-mark Lincoln penny is one of the rarest coins in US history. What makes it special? Well, most pennies minted in 1994 have a tiny letter D or P below the year, showing where they were made, Denver or Philadelphia. But some pennies from 1994 don't have this mint mark. These were special coins struck by mistake, or on purpose, depending on who you believe. And collectors go crazy for these kinds of errors. Why? Because these coins are 1 in a million. Literally. Now, here's the kicker. Some of these pennies have already sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, one recently hit nearly $8 million. So the question is, could you be sitting on one of these hidden treasures? Here's how you identify if your 1994 penny is the jackpot. First, check the year. Obviously, it needs to be 1994. Next, look for the mint mark just below the year. If it's missing, congratulations, you might have struck gold. Well, copper, technically, but wait, it gets even better. Some no-mark pennies have unique wearers, like double dies or unusual patterns. These are even more valuable. A penny with one of these traits could multiply its value exponentially, and before you think, oh, that's great, but someone else probably has those, remember, there are millions of pennies in circulation. Even today, your odds of finding one might be better than winning the lottery. Do you know how many people throw away pennies every day? Hundreds. Which means there are fortunes sitting in old jars, drawers, and couch cushions, just waiting for someone like you to discover them. So here's the million-dollar question. Are you going to start checking your change, or are you going to let someone else get rich? Quick question, what's the weirdest place you've ever found loose change? Under your car seat? Stuck in the laundry machine? Let me know in the comments, because trust me, people have found rare coins in the strangest places. Okay, back to the hunt. Now that you know what to look for, the next step is figuring out what your coin is worth. The fastest way: get it appraised by a professional coin dealer. But don't just walk into the first place you find. Some dealers might lowball you. Instead, check out trusted online resources and auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay to see what similar coins are selling for. That way, you'll know if you're sitting on a small fortune, or a life-changing one. And here's the part nobody tells you. Rare coin values are climbing every year. As more collectors enter the market, demand skyrockets. So if you find a 1994 no-mark Lincoln penny, don't just sit on it, take action now. You might be thinking, what if I don't have a 1994 penny? Am I out of luck? Not so fast. The world of rare coins is massive, and there are dozens of other coins worth millions, including some that might surprise you. In my next video, I'm revealing even more hidden treasures in your change jar. Coins so rare, they could make the 1994 penny look like pocket money. So, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and don't miss what's coming next. Because trust me, your spare change could be your ticket to the wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of.